Ah, you don't gotta freak out on me, miss. I'm just a delivery man. Got a package to drop off.
配達ってどうやってここへ
Huh? How the hell did you think? Said I had a package for the prez on the lady at the reception desk, and well, go take it upstairs then.
そんなバカな受付ってどこの受付
Who do I care? Anywho, I'm here to deliver this to the president.
社長に直接
Duh.
荷物の中身は
The hell do I know? They just told me to deliver the thing. Probably just one of them bomb coochies or what have you.
なんでバン中を確認しても
Fine by me, but on your own head be it. Arching one eyebrow dubiously, Miss Sawada accepts the cardboard box and removes the lid.
Eh?
Inside are numerous heavy-duty nylon ropes, and on top of these, there is a single scrap of paper. Don't make a sound or you're dead. Miss Sawada stares blankly at the words for a moment, her mouth hanging open slightly in bewilderment. Before raising her face questioningly to me.
これって
What, you illiterate? Don't make a sound or you're gonna die. I pull out my handgun from the breast pocket of my work uniform, firmly depressing the squeeze cocker to ready the firing pin. I said not to make a sound. Thrusting the gun forward threateningly, I use my free hand to remove the cap on my head and spit out the tissue paper I'd stuffed in my cheeks. Miss Sawada's eyes go wide with shock.
あなた風見裕二
I was taught to laugh off a woman's stupidity 3 times, but that was your last strike. The next time you make a sound, I'm going to kill you. Apparently sensing something in my dark, sunken eyes, Miss Sawada bites firmly down on her lower lip and proceeds to glare angrily up at me in complete silence. That a girl. I'm gonna borrow this. Holding the gun steady in my right hand, I quickly reach out with my left and pull out a handkerchief that had been peeking out of the secretary's breast pocket. Give me an ah. What's wrong? Open your mouth. Come on. Ah?
あ
You have no idea how ridiculous you look. Just a joke. Don't get angry. Keep your hands on top of the desk. Don't go for the alarm button. I ball up the handkerchief and stuff it in Sawada's mouth, then fix the gag and place with the nylon rope from the box. Stand up. Slowly come out from behind the desk. Put your knees on the ground and hold out your hands behind you. Sorry, this might hurt a little, but tough it out. Miss Sawada seems to have decided that resistance would be pointless, as she obediently follows my instructions and waits quietly to be bound. Taking several more cords of nylon rope, I quickly tie her hands behind her back, link her ankles together, and finally connect the 2 bundles to immobilize her completely. That posture will probably be a little painful after a while. Why don't we lie you down? Slipping my hands under Sawada's armpits, I gently lower her sideways onto the thick carpet. The secretary squirms around a little after being appended, but once you're on the ground in the position, it's impossible to get back up on your own power. Ooh. Exhaling quietly, I review every step in the process that brought me here, searching for any potential oversights. Everything's gone pretty much exactly according to plan so far. Once I got inside, it was surprisingly smooth sailing. After following the ramp down to the delivery entrance at the very bottom of the tower, I hauled out the cardboard boxes from the back of my van and began to load them onto a large freight elevator. All well and good that I'd gotten this far, but now I had to come up with some kind of inconspicuous route upward. The final cardboard box in my arms, I was casually glancing in the direction of the emergency exit when I noticed another man in a uniform working nearby. The man loaded a few crates from the panel van he'd presumably driven down here, then wheeled his pallet jack into the elevator and slipped into the corner of the cage. "You're not getting in?" Taking the man's question as my cue, I followed him into the elevator, and with almost disappointingly ease, found myself rising to the third-floor warehouse. My new colleague took off his hat and offered a brief greeting to the manager, then wheeled his delivery off into the maze of shelves with the easy familiarity of a man in his own home. I imitated the man's slight bow towards the manager, then followed him into the depths of the warehouse with a nonchalant expression on my face. A little way inside, I stopped and took a notebook from a pocket of my uniform, pretending to double-check where I needed to stow my packages. Soon enough, the other man finished his own delivery and headed back out. Instead of riding the freight elevator back down, the delivery man simply said, "Can you get the door, please?" In response, the manager pressed a button to unlock a door leading to an external emergency staircase. The man nodded his thanks and slipped outside. "Probably need to go down the floor to get some documents, son." After briefly considering the matter, I decided to make use of the emergency stairs myself. A single sentence to the manager got me outside, but instead of heading downstairs, I climbed up to the 4th floor, where an inviting door offered access to an internal evacuation staircase. The problem was opening it. Emergency exit is only intended to open one way. For obvious reasons, they're designed not to be accessible from the outside. But I haven't spent years on the Ichigai payroll for show. I was taught a method that could get you inside one of these with a bit of delicate fiddling. A little time consuming, but it almost always works. However, even if it was possible to unlock the door, I couldn't just swing the thing carelessly open. An emergency exit of this sort has an alarm device active by default. The instant it opens, an ear-splitting hell goes off, and building security will instantly be contacted. As a countermeasure, I used a classic trick, deceiving the alarm with a bit of aluminum foil. I took Makina's pack of grape-flavored Bubble King from my pocket, unwrapped one stick, and popped it in my mouth. Folding the wrapping paper into a flat sheet, I stuck the piece of gum onto it as an adhesive and fixed it over the alarm sensor. After a few minutes of work on the door, I slipped quietly into the deserted evacuation staircase and without further difficulty made my way straight up to the 12th floor. Now it's just a matter of getting in the president's office, but oops, that was a bit sloppy. Now that I look carefully, there's a fingerprint scanner next to the heavy wooden door and back with an LCD screen displaying lock in red letters. Well, come to think of it, Miss Sawada here had to unlock the door the last time I visited. I should have had her open it before I tied her up. Oh, shit, now what? I glanced back at the secretary lying on the ground with her body arched like a shrimp, only her face pointing this way. I could always chop off a finger, but that's a bit too much. Your boyfriend would go limp with guilt every time you try a hand job, right? Can't have that. Pushing my gun into the belly of my work uniform, I haul Miss Sawada up off the thick rug. Pipe down, I'm just gonna borrow your finger for a second. Don't make too much noise or I'll snip one off with that pair of scissors on your desk. Lifting Sawada over my shoulder, I bring her to the door and guide the index finger of her right hand to the scanner. Okay, thanks, we're good now. Gently lowering the secretary back to the floor, I firmly grab hold of the doorknob. Do or die time. Possibly both. Probably both. Most likely both. Pardon me. Kazama Yuji reporting in. I'm gonna turn up the music. The music's actually pretty good here. Arisu Kyoko's eyes opened wide with shock, and why wouldn't they? A deep-fried curry cracker freezing halfway to her mouth. Snacking in the middle of the night? You're gonna put on weight, you know? I glanced briefly at the corner of the ceiling. The surveillance camera's activity light isn't on. Thank God. I'm willing to bet Arisu Kyoko deliberately turned the thing off to keep her midnight snack private. Why are you here? How did you get in? I want to always ask the same questions. I pulled a small handgun out of my work uniform. My previous visit made it clear that further discussion is pointless. Today I've come to limit you as a threat to the Makina.
落ち着きなさい。
Sorry, not interested. Talking just makes the trigger heavier. I should have shot this woman dead the moment I saw her. I've always made this harder than it needs to be. Don't falter, Yuji. We can do this. Pull the trigger. Come on. Now, before the moment fades. Sensing my momentary hesitation, Kyoko leaps forward, aiming for the door behind me. Damn it! As the woman tries to slip past my side, I swing my arm in a vicious arc, slamming the butt of my pistol into her temple. Her body jerks backward. I sweep her legs out from under her, and she stumbles to the ground.
私を殴ったわね。
That's crazy. Yeah, that I did. Tell me something. Did your parents ever hit you?
ないわ。親どころか誰にも殴られたことなんてないわ。
I figured as much. Well, that explains a lot.
それが何だというの。私は殴られるようなミスを一つもしてこなかったというだけよ。
Is it really the time for idle banter? That's a delusion, an egotistical fantasy. Your parents guided you around every bump in the road, and when you tripped over your own feet, you found someone else to blame. You've lived your life in denial of your own shortcomings. You were a chauffeur down a life others set for you, never spanked, never frustrated, never knowing pain. That's why you turned into a woman who could sacrifice her own daughter without so much as a twinge of conscience.
知った風な口を。あなたに私の何がわかるというの。
Oh, I understand. My father was the same way. The old man was a waste of space who spent most of his life eating through his inheritance. When he screwed up or things took a bad turn, he'd take it out on the people around him. He knocked me around to forget his troubles. Thought every other person in the world was trash. Any living thing that he couldn't use to his advantage was worthless. Didn't even see us as human beings. Pissed him off just to look at us. Is ringing any bells?
それは役立たずのひがみだわ。
You got the same disease. There's no curing it now. If I don't kill you, Makina will die. It's either her or you.
待って。マキナのために私を殺そうというの？ねえ、それは無駄よ。やめなさい。私を殺してもマキナを殺そうとする人はいくらでもいるわ。
That's not relevant. If anyone else comes to kill her, I'll eliminate them one by one. As many times as it takes.
わかったわ。取引をしましょう。私を殺さないでくれるなら、私もマキナを殺しません。そうだ。なんだったらあなた、マキナと結婚する？あんなわけのわからない組織で使い捨てにされるより、ずっといい暮らしができるわよ。
Sounds nice. You know, I'd always dreamed about that sort of thing.
でしょ？ね、そうなさいな。
There's just one problem, though. I'd rather die than become your son. You know, not long and hard before I came here. I was very close to certain, but I tried to convince myself that there was the slightest chance you cared about Makina as a mother. I mean, come on, having to settle things for killing? Just too damn sad, isn't it?
だからね、私を殺さなければ誰も死なないのよ。
Listen to what I'm telling you. I thought long and hard, and this was the answer. I've reached my conclusion. My will isn't weak enough to be swayed by your words. That's enough. Just pull the damn trigger. Don't let emotion cloud your mind any further. Pull the trigger now and everything will end. You won't have to fear the night any longer. Don't you remember what you came here to do? Why are you standing in this room, Kazamiuchi? What are you to Makina? I know. I'm her father. I promised the girl. Become her father.
待って、何を言っているの？ねえ、お願い、やめて。私が何をしたっていうの？マキナを殺したわけでもないのに。私が悪かったのなら謝るから。ねえ、許してお願いよ。何でもするから。
What an awful face. But I've got the feeling. That I've seen it somewhere before. Where was it? Now I get it. She looks just like Makina. Well, of course she does. They're parent and child, after all. It's only natural, right?
ねえ、あなた聞いているの？ねえ。
Shut up. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, I get the choice. Oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Are we kill her? Should we kill her and end it? Like she said, if we kill her, more people are just going to come after her. It's never going to end. But if we don't pull the trigger, then she stays alive, and who knows what kind of retaliation she's going to do. You know what? I'm going to leave this choice up to you guys. What should I do? Should I pull the trigger, or should I not pull the trigger? The fate of the game lies in your hands, viewers. Don't disappoint me.